Hello, my friends, and welcome to the latest spin. I'm Mike Spinner, student athlete world USA, and it's Thursday again. And what else better is there to do than join me for my show? Now, I apologize for the voice. You ever get one of those colds that just hit you suddenly out of nowhere, and you don't know where it came from? Well, welcome to my world right now. About 90 minutes ago, I felt fine. And then all of a sudden, I sneezed like once, and now I sound like this. So, my apologies. I'm not going to be my usual smooth and articulate self, but I'm happy to be here with you. And here's the biggest news from kind of the mothership. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We are filling those last remaining roster spots, but the biggest thing is we are this close to announcing our coaching staff for the coming summer. Contracts went out. We're waiting for some I's to be dotted and T's to be crossed. And once that is done, we will announce our coaching staff, which means we're one step closer to touring season begins. It's exciting. It is the most wonderful time of the year. And I've been saying for a few weeks now, we have a few roster spots left. A few went out this week, as we've announced, and we are at the end, folks. So if you are still looking to travel with us, better get on that, because I'm getting the emails, I'm getting the text messages, I'm getting the phone calls. I'm interested in doing this. Well, you got to complete the process, or you're going to wait for 2027, which you don't want to do. You want to go with us right now. So just some friendly advice. So it's an exciting time. I think our coaching staff is elite. Excited to make that announcement very soon. And we are steamrolling ahead to summer of 2027. And now, what in the world? What in the world this week is brought to you by Wendy's. Now, before that singular sneeze that led to me now sounding the way that I do, I realized that it was rather late in the evening and I had not eaten dinner yet. There is a 24-hour Wendy's not far from my humble abode. And so I decided, hey, let me go grab myself a quick sandwich or a wrap and, move on with my night. So, long story short, I have never eaten Wendy's chicken tenders before in my life. And so I'm like, oh, I got to give this a shot. This looks really good. I got to tell you, my first time doing it, if I were into fast food, which I'm really not anymore, almost 130 pounds down, if I were into fast food, I would put the Wendy's chicken tender against almost any other chicken tender on the market. I was so pleasantly surprised by the Wendy's chicken tender. I would do it again if I weren't in that space anymore. I just don't eat much fast food. Tonight was an anomaly because I just didn't have anything in the house and I was starving. But man, if you're into chicken tenders, don't put anything past Wendy's. It was outstanding. I was like, wow. And the sauces they have like 12 different kinds of sauces. The ones I had were great. So just a little heads up there if you're in the chicken tender or fast food space, which I'm not, go to Wendy's. Outstanding. So what in the world is a really good one? So I like to on this show make fun of a particular state's athletic program. I won't point out which one, but it rhymes with Wisconsin, and I'll just leave it at that. And now, today, I get to gloat about the athletic program in my own home state of Connecticut. All right. What can I say? I'm currently presenting my show to you from the basketball capital of planet Earth once again, because UConn, of which I'm not a fan, admittedly, is in the Final Four for both men's and women's basketball yet again. It is awesome to live in Connecticut. And why do I say that? I have never in my entire life felt that it is awesome to live in Connecticut, except for when their basketball teams make the Final Four and win an NCAA championship. And so here we are once again, both of them in. I would have to think that UConn has now set the record for years where both their men's and women's basketball teams made the Final Four in the same year. I would think there's no other college out there that has surpassed that. I could be wrong. It just I probably should have did do it, to be honest. But we are the basketball capital of the world, people, and I'm there. So if you are currently watching my show from another part of the world, such as Wisconsin, you are not as good as basketball as my state. Now, understand what it's like to live in Connecticut. There's not very much here that's good. Connecticut is trying to rebrand itself as the pizza capital of the world, which is complete nonsense. I'm from New York City. That is good pizza. Connecticut pizza is like having cheese and sauce on toast. New York City pizza is where it's at. That's just how it is. End of conversation. Connecticut is not the pizza capital of the world because Connecticut pizza, quite frankly, is kind of disgusting. That's just not my opinion. So there's no food to hang our hats on. There's no professional sports teams, and we're actually down one because the Bridgeport Islanders of the AHL are moving to Canada. So there's like one pro sports team left in the whole state. That's the Hartford Wolfpack of the AHL. Some pretty good college sports. Obviously, UConn, all right, in basketball at least, not football. Believe it or not, UConn has a football team. You may not know this. And then what do we have? We have high property taxes, lots of traffic, and constant construction on the highways. That's all Connecticut is known for. That's it. So to have something to gloat about in the state of Connecticut, I get to do it, so I'm going to do it. So good luck to the UConn men and women this weekend as they both play in the Final Four. As much as I don't consider myself to be a UConn fan, I hope they both win it because it means for one moment in time, the nutmeg state, this state that I live in, I don't love, I even like that much. I get to say it's cool to live here. So Huskies, go Huskies. I'll root for you this weekend. That's how boring the state is. Now, on the flip side, the state that rhymes with Wisconsin. Both of their women's hockey team did win the national championship, and their men's hockey team is in the Frozen Four, which, if everything lines up, they could achieve that rare and distinct feat of having both hockey teams win a national championship in the same year. If that happens, both Tim and myself have a lot to gloat about the states that we either reside in or were born in. So, Tim, good luck to the Badgers in the Frozen Four. Good luck to the Huskies in the Final Four. Maybe we'll both have something to celebrate very soon. And that's it for the latest spin this week. As always, great fun. And as always, there's only one way to grab one of those last roster spots for the coolest thing you're ever going to do in sports. Go to studentathleteworld.com. Complete your application, interview with me, and pack your bags. If you don't do it soon, you're waiting for 2027. Trust me, you don't want to wait. See everyone next week. Have a great week, everybody.